Ring King is a boxing game that most of you have probably heard about because it features an infamously inappropriate looking cutscene of your boxer and their cornerman between rounds, but have you ever played it? In Ring King, you use the A button to punch and the B button to attempt to dodge incoming punches. You can use the D-pad to move around the ring, and punching while pressing the D-pad towards your opponent may unleash a special punch like the spin hook, which will cause them to spin until they collapse, or the flying uppercut, which will launch them into the air. Attempting to perform these special moves will leave you vulnerable to a counterpunch, which inflicts heavy damage, and in my experience, they usually aren't worth trying to pull off against the CPU since they'll punish you for it more often than not. At the top of the screen, you'll notice two bars. These are the stamina bars for you and your opponent. Punching and missing will drain your stamina, and taking hits from your opponent will drain it even more. Simply throwing punches wildly will quickly lose you the match, as you'll wear yourself out and become vulnerable to an easy knockout. Ring King offers a variety of modes, such as 2-player versus mode so you can fight your friends, 2 separate watch modes so you can watch CPU opponents square off against one another, and 3 single-player modes, training, ranking, and tournament. Training mode is where you want to train up your fighter to earn power points, which you can assign to 3 different stats: punch, speed, and stamina. You can reassign these power points however you want before each match, and you can earn up to 99 power points in training mode, which takes an absurd amount of time, so unless you are really determined to go for the World Championship belt, it's just a massive waste of effort. Once you've earned enough power points to feel comfortable in the ring, you can give tournament or ranking mode a shot. Tournament mode progresses in a tournament bracket format, and if you manage to emerge victorious, then congratulations! A winner is you. Ranking mode is where you can fight through each circuit for a chance to earn the title belt, from the rookie circuit all the way up to the most difficult world circuit. I am too embarrassed to admit the amount of time I sunk into training mode just so I could obtain enough power points to claim the World Championship belt, and I'm left with nothing but regrets. There were several times where the fights just felt unfairly stacked against me, and sometimes it seemed like my stats didn't matter at all, as I could put every single point I had in power, sometimes having more than double that of my opponent, and my punches hit with the force of a silent fart while the CPU was blasting me all over the ring. It is extremely rare for me to get frustrated with a game, but I have to admit Ring King did elicit a few curse words when I had some opponents nearly beaten, and they still managed to inexplicably crush my feeble skull into dust from out of nowhere. Ring King can be a fun boxing game to pick up and play casually for a few rounds here and there, and fighting against your friends is pretty entertaining as well. However, spending hours upon hours in the training mode just to get absolutely mollywopped in ranking mode is an exercise in extreme frustration, so just save yourself the trouble and go fist fight a Wolverine instead. Ring King earns an exasperating 2 out of 5.